I'm Tanya Spence Kelly. I'm 26 years old and I live right here in Cardiff. Now, this is my first time standing on this stage delivering a speech, when actually I've been on this stage before. I was in a stand-up comedy competition. And I didn't get very far, so I thought I'd come talk at night instead. Now, I have a mental health condition called PMDD. Give me a cheer if you've ever heard of PMDD. Yeah, a few, not very many. And to be fair, I hadn't heard about it until a few months ago either. Now, PMDD stands for premenstrual dysphoric disorder. Now, for you to understand what that means, you first of all need to understand the menstrual cycle. So we're going to have a bit of a lesson on periods. Yay, I see some cringing faces. It's okay, periods are natural. 50% of the world experiences them. And to educate you on it, I've written you a bit of a poem, okay? We're going to go a bit Dr. Seuss on this. Now, everybody's cycle's different, and what we experience can vary. Some women aren't affected, but some can turn quite scary. Different hormones get released through the average of 28 days. They impact on our mental health in many different ways. Now, the cycle is a circle. Imagine there's 4 seasons. Winter is the start, and it's in red there for a reason. During the winter, we're tired, indifferent, and slow. We just want to stay in bed and be left alone. Our moods are low. We can be a bit snappy. Then the hormones start to change, and we feel a bit more happy. Spring comes along, and with it, serotonin. That's a happy chemical that keeps us all from moaning. We start to feel more relaxed and a bit more at ease. Plus, our pain threshold is higher, so it's a good time to get a wax. Then summer comes along, and we are at our peak. The egg is fertilized, so we feel sexy and sleek. But when the egg isn't fertilized, our hormones change once more. That's when autumn comes, and with it, it brings a war. Our bellies get all bloated, our moods start to swing, we start to get annoyed by the silliest of things, our skin starts breaking out, and our life feels like a mess. Give me a cheer if you've heard of PMS. Yes, but I don't have PMS, I have PMDD. So when most women will experience a headache, I get a migraine. When they feel a bit sad, I fall into a deep, dark depression. When they're irritable, I feel rage. It's like my brain presses self-destruct on my mental health, and it is so, so hard. I didn't know I had PMDD until I was diagnosed a few weeks ago. But it turns out I've been living with it for over a decade. And I remember the moment that I found out. I'd had a bad day. I woke up first thing in the morning, and the first thing I could think of was, I don't want to be alive today. I can't face it anymore, but I forced myself to get up and go out and go for a run, because people say, if you feel sad, you should go out and exercise. So I did. Get those endorphins going, get them going, but they never kicked in that day. I went to work and I was stressed, I was overwhelmed, and everything was just getting on top of me. I was tired, but I had so much to do, so I stayed and worked late. When I eventually got in the car, I hit traffic. You know what it's like when you hit traffic and you're sad and you're frustrated, and I just felt rage. I was angry, I just wanted to get home, and I started to have a panic attack. And I went into meltdown, and I started thinking there in the car, I do not want to be alive anymore. And I wondered why. Why do I have these feelings so often? Why do these feelings come and go throughout my life? What is it that causes it? And I went home and I looked online. And I found an article by a lady called Laura Murphy. And she was talking about her experiences with PMDD. And every single word she wrote resonated with every single bone in my body. That's what I had. I had PMDD. I went to the GP. He didn't know what it was. He then found out what it was and diagnosed me. And I felt happy. I had my diagnosis. I knew what was wrong, so I could almost kind of figure out how I can get through it. But the thing is, I was angry. I was angry because for over 10 years, I didn't know what was wrong with me. And it's believed that 1 in 20 women in the world have PMDD. 1 in 20 women worldwide experience the things that I experienced every single month. If we bring that down into Wales, if we took all the women in Wales, the ones that have PMDD, we could fill the Principality Stadium. It's believed 90% of women that have PMDD are undiagnosed. They don't know they have it. They don't know why they feel these terrible things. 30% of women with PMDD attempt suicide. I just want people to start to harness their hormones. We need more education around the menstrual cycle. We need more education around the things that women feel, because it seems as though it's such a taboo. And I've started a website and I've started a campaign. So if you want to find out more information or need any resources, please do visit my website. Thank you very much.